was so young. I can remember a lot of times with my family fishing in Scotland, and then our local trout fishery called Donington Trout Farm, which is closed down now. Lots of gutting and having a look at the heart, and it was still pumping. That used to really excite us for some reason. And yeah, lots of Scottish trips as well, catching sea trout and brown trout. Fly. Love the fly. I've done it since I was very young, so but I've also done spinning course, and I love everything, and I'll say yes to anything. So if someone says, oh, do you want to try this method, I'll jump to it, because I just love being out there, no matter what I'm doing. Favourite species, I feel like I owe my life to salmon, Atlantic salmon. I love them so much. But anything, if I'm, I love all species. I have a lot of time for every type of fish, whether that's a coarse fish, game fish, sea fish. So yeah, I love everything, but the king of the river is the best. Salmon. Watch out, Georgina Valentine, I'm coming for you. I can think of two off the top of my head, one of which was in a car door, which I'm sure many people can relate to. Yeah, being rude on and off the bank, whether that's fishing, social media, tackle shops, anything. You've got to, if you're a fisherman and you've chosen to go out there and fish, you've got to be welcoming. You can't just think it's all for you, and that you don't want anyone in your space. Have your arms open and welcome new anglers, and if you see that they're struggling, go and help them. There's so many, wherever I am, it's my favourite place at that time. But I would say that where I am right now, on the River Ure and other places around here, I love and I have so much passion for, and I'm excited to even think about the next season ahead. And I hope that, I'll be here for a very long time. The River Ure, because it's a recovering salmon river, so it's got a lot of history behind it. It used to have, as I've been told, it used to have more netting stations than the River Tweed, and there are big fish in the River Ure. So I hope that one day it will not have a status of recovering. It will be prized as an Atlantic salmon river. And I did last season have my best trout days fishing here on a stream which I felt like I had been picked up and dropped in heaven. And we spent the whole day. It was really hot. The river was alive with bugs, aquatic fly life everywhere, and the fish were rising from 11 o'clock until dark, and it was special. The biggest we caught was just under 2 pounds, which is a really nice, amazing wild trout to be in a very small place. Best fishing tip with a double-handed rod is to have T-Rex arms. So imagine that you've got really short arms. So when you come back into your D-loop, you push your bottom hand out, which is the power hand. So steering hand is your top hand, bottom hand is your power hand. And when you deliver the cast, you come to an abrupt stop, but you imagine that you've got T-Rex arms. So a lot of people, they stretch out like this, and at the end of the day, you're just going to get more tired, and your loops are going to open. So if you stop nice and high with T-Rex arms, you're not going to overextend and open those loops up. That was a really good tip that I got told in Sweden. The first double-handed rod that Orvis gave me, because I've had a lot of memories and a lot of fish on this rod, and when I think about it, it takes me back to amazing places and fish that I hold very close to my heart. Proudest moment of my life. I passed my FFI CI exam, which was really tough. I found it very tough. And I pretty much, you know, it took me 3 months of dedication every day, practicing in the garden, practicing with my mentor, practicing on water. And then when I passed, it was it was more than 3 hours. It was a long test, but it was, I think, 2 to 3 hours casting in front of 3 certified master casters. And they all, every time you finish a task, they all come back together on a clipboard, and they all, and you're waiting. And then when I was told that I passed, I just burst into tears. I was so happy tears, obviously, but it was so stressful. But that was the most, you know, that was the best thing I've ever done. School, whatever, you know, university, whatever, FFI exam, tick. I would like to start my THCI, which is your double-handed FFI exam. I'm going to start that this winter, and I'll see when I'm ready. I'm going to take it slow, and then one day hopefully get my master's. Another goal would be to get this place, the Northern Fishing School, really, you know, all the goals that I have for the school, hopefully to be in place in the next 2 years. Want to, you know, hook up with, no pun intended, with a lot of charities, and really help people and connect people with fishing in the outdoors that wouldn't normally have the opportunity. Most important things for me is to learn about the environment and to see what you can do to better the conservation around that environment. And fish welfare, you know, we're all out here catching these fish, but we all need to practice the best catch and release and catch and kill. So, you know, you've got YouTube videos, you've got Google, you've got lots of websites that all have this information. So don't just go fishing and not know how to do this properly or how you can even improve. And it doesn't matter how long you've been fishing for. You can always improve.